Hello, I'm Caylor. I'm a natural light photographer. These are my tools. This is what I use on a daily basis to create high quality portraits. And it's what I'm going to show you how to do as well. So here I am in nature, all around me, nice and cold. Welcome to the UP of Michigan. This is where I'm from. What I really want to talk about today is what I'm looking for in my classes, what I want you guys to get out of my class. And it's composition, it's light, it's emotion, it's how all these things work together to create high quality images. My classes are very hands-on. Everything I do, I'm showing you and allowing you to do it. And on a daily basis, we're going to critique those images, we're going to have a positive feedback, and I'm going to have you go out and do it again. So that when you go home, not only did you see what we did, but you've done it and you can do it and repeat it for your clients and your guests. I am all about saleable images. Frills and fancy stuff are great for print competition, but they're not going to pay bills. So I want you to go home with knowledge and understanding of what you can do for your guests that sell on an everyday basis.
Images are in the camera. I also want to go a step further and make sure we all understand how to get them out of the camera. So we go through the whole gamut of workflow here, from creation all the way to lab ready. And that's very important in my classes, that we critique all the images that we worked on throughout the day and then allow ourselves to go back out, learn from those critiques, and create new images and become better photographers. This is kind of how I look at critiquing an image. So first thing I'm going to look at is his eyes here really close. If you look really close, you have a decent direction of light, but we don't have a lot of light in his eyes. We just don't have enough life there, and I probably should have brought a reflector down below in this area, kicking some light back up just to illuminate that just a little bit more. But as we keep looking at this image, I notice that the helmet here is very, very light in regards to everything else, and it probably should have been moved down in this area a little bit more to create a better triangular composition. He's already got a triangular composition going on with his pose. We probably should have had the helmet help out with that as well. We have a lot of area over here of negative space that really doesn't have a lot of balance point because this helmet isn't far enough down here. So a lot of little things like that. Beyond that, we have some issues here with his ear sticking out the side of his face. We should have probably turned his head a little bit farther this way or a little bit farther this way, but not in between where it is right now. We have hands coming out of nowhere with no connecting point to the body, and the fingers look just grossly larger than they probably should. In fact, almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 count just to make sure that there's not extra fingers there because they look so large. And his feet, well, they're pretty bright in comparison to everything else. Those shoes are just not helping things out at all. These are all little things that I see once we look at the flat image, and it's things that, yeah, by all means you can go back and say, what if I would have done this better, I could have done this better, but we can learn from it, and we learn from not just looking at our own work like this but everybody else's, so that when you're behind your camera you question yourself. You say, ooh, what would we have said about this? What would we have said about that? And it allows us to change things before we press the button and create our images more like a painting instead of just a snapshot. And we can't help but learn and can't help but become better photographers because of those little training devices. So these are little things you can expect from my classes no matter where we are after dark or any of the workshops or schools that I teach at. And boy, we'd love to see you there because we all learn from each other, and the more the merrier, the more we all learn. So looking forward to meeting you all, and we'll see you all soon.